Is a very crucial time right now for Bitcoin and for XRP as we just crossed one of the most important points in Bitcoin's history. Now, more on Bitcoin, more about XRP, more about the election coming up. But first, guys, make sure you check out the Growth Masters Academy and go subscribe and help me out by pressing the like button, all right? I make these videos specifically for you. I'm trying my best, so go check it out. And also, if you also want to change your life, and you want to switch over from your current job to, what I'm doing here, let's try it, all right? Send me a DM saying you want to. I'll be taking in 10 students. That is all. We already got quite a lot of requests, but I'm going to be picking some guys that really want to work for it, because it's not a simple thing. It takes a lot of dedication, but I definitely think there's going to be a couple of you guys out there who are going to be earning at least $10,000 a month within, the first couple of months. I definitely think so. So again, I got to look for those guys that are really dedicated to work for it and that can do it, Otherwise, you can just watch these videos, you'll be fine. All right, you'll definitely earn yourself a good income after a while. Wait, I can't make any guarantees legally, but it's pretty damn easy, so check it out. However, let's move on. XRP 334, will the XRP price rise or fall after the presidential election? I found it an interesting question, but he tagged me, and I don't personally know what to put here, as if we're looking at it from a Bitcoin perspective, I would say, in general, the price has breached the previous point, and thus I'm thinking we're in a very positive lane, but it could be that we rebound to this level, which is about 12.5 exactly first, before we do that, all right? This is the Fibonacci from the big move back in the time, the 2017 rise, and funny enough, the Fib lines up perfectly with 12,500 as well, but I'm thinking we might bounce there, and then from that point on forward, we will go up, just like what happened here, just like what happened here. It kind of depends, though. It could also be that the election is very positive, and thus we keep on surging. But that is why I don't know if it's predictable what's going to be happening, tomorrow. As, again, tomorrow is already just right here. So, yeah, I can't really tell you guys what would happen then. It doesn't really matter, but it could be red, it could be green. It will not really come across this border anyway, I think. So, is it really going to matter? Who knows? We could have another candle like this or like this, though, a big red one to the next level even. It could happen as well. However, in general here, we're at a very positive point, and things are looking really, really good. By the way, if you are enjoying these videos, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And my question of today, I'm going to say, what do you think about crypto? You guys are bullish or bearish on, I guess, from now to end of the year? Do you think at the end of the year, crypto will be worth more or less than it is right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. Having said that, look at this, all right? Somebody put in here the 2016 and the 2020 election. And, well, what I kind of fetch from it is we're going to be going down from the election as, again, here, August 22nd and September 3rd, or so August 22nd, 2016, lines up with September 3rd, 2020. And, again, we can kind of see a clear pattern, an ABC pattern. In this case, it kind of looks like he made a CB pattern, but what he's trying to say most likely is we got A here, B here, and the C here, even though he wrote it down a little bit strange, but that is basically what he is saying, which just means, again, you have a kind of a wave. I don't know how to explain it in English perfectly, but this is generally what the wave looks like. In Elliott wave, you also have these 5 waves, which generally look like this, which means, again, that's the move we're going to be seeing where we go up higher. But in this case, I think what he's just trying to compare is the 2016 move to the 2020 move, which is generally negative up first until we correct enough to about, the 0.382 fib, and then we spike back up. So a general correction, and then we skyrocket from it. I don't know the best words to explain it. I should have maybe looked up the words I wanted to say. It's because I've really been reading one specific Forex book, and that got me messed up with all the words because they're very freaking English and very old, and they use such strange language that I'm kind of having to get used to everything. But now, even in my normal trading vocabulary, I don't know the right words anymore. So you got to give me like 2 weeks or so to get back into my normal lingo. But from that point on, it's going to be very, very interesting. Talking more about Bitcoin and XRP, though, as of course, right, The S&P does not decide Bitcoin. It does not decide XRP. It is just an indication of what they think is going to be happening to this, which is in general the economy, right? If we're talking S&P here, even though it is E-mini futures, we're basically talking the whole economy, at least in my opinion. And as of this point, it is a pretty positive thing if we're talking a little bit longer. It's pretty negative, I guess, on the short term here for the next 3 weeks, couple weeks. On this chart, it is the next couple of months, even till February, which is rather interesting. But afterwards, we will recover and do greatly. For Bitcoin, though, I'm thinking more now that this time around, we're actually going to be seeing an inverse correlation, where a lot of people have lost their faith in the system, and because of this election as well, we might be seeing something positive. But another interesting thing might be to check out here, I actually hadn't thought of that, at the 2016 move. So this is right around, let's see, August to January of 2017. So let's quickly check it out here. August 2016, which is right around here, to January of 2017. So in general, it's just been a very positive point for Bitcoin here. Let's quickly check it a little bit deeper. There we go. I still have the thing open. Let's take this one. Let's check. Yeah, so August till February, all of this has been positive, really. If you look at it, it started at about 500, it ended at about 900, maybe. So doubled in price, kind of, within this time period. It's actually quite interesting if you take a look at that. So maybe right now we're going to be doing the same. That we're going to double over the next couple of months here. Could definitely be so. And of course, whenever I'm talking about Bitcoin in that sense, we are also talking about XRP, because whatever they're going to do, there's a good chance that XRP will take the same move, but then more severe. So if Bitcoin goes up, there's a higher chance XRP will follow, but then, with some extra percentages. And if we go down, same type of way. But here somebody was asking, what do you guys think? And I don't really have a vote, but I'm just going to guess one to see what the results were. So let's choose rise. 67% of the voters here thought it was going to rise as well, just after the presidential election, which is interesting. Considering that 73 or so percent of the people lose money, which one are you going to go for then? Maybe this is the whole population that is right, and the lessers are almost always correct. Maybe that's it. By the way, check out the Growth Masters Academy. It was not a joke. I made this specifically for you guys. So again, if you can just press the like button on those videos, it really helps me out. I'm already pretty amazed we hit 145 subscribers so shortly. In 5 days. It's pretty damn amazing. I thought we would be at like 43 or something like that now, so that's already very astonishing. But still, if you guys could even support me more by pressing the like button on these things, it would really, really greatly help out. Then, I told you guys I was going to have a very positive week, and I was on a very good path until I saw this article. And it didn't convince me, but it was kind of a negative Nancy. It said here, David Schwartz of Ripple discusses why banks are turning their backs on XRP. And this is basically a very clickbaity / FUD article, because it's not really what they're saying within the article, and it's really kind of strange, right? But one of the guys said, the more FUD, the closer we are to something, which is also a very important thing. The more people talk bad of it, the closer we are to some massive adoption or something like that. So David Schwartz said on Twitter, I think there's a combination of obstacles, regulatory uncertainty, last mile problems, fear of reprisals from existing partners, and so on. Another big thing is that the very best customers are the ones that are going to use bridge assets to build new products. They're heavily motivated to see projects to completion and will push the benefits all the way down to customers. But in that case, even when they are 100% ready to go, they still have zero customers because the product is new, so it's slow to get momentum. This is not why banks are turning their backs on XRP. It is why XRP has a difficult road ahead of themselves and why the process is so important. All right. The other thing he's kind of showing is here, it is going to be a heavy, heavy snowball. It is not like, all projects can just go at it from the start. No, they're going to have to be building things up, and that's kind of going to have to be done exponentially, where it's like, okay, let's say we are talking about a company that wants this bridge asset. They might go for it, which might be amazing. They might be a big company, but The solution that they offer that utilizes XRP might be completely new, meaning they will still maybe have 0 customers at the start, even though it is a multi-billion-dollar company. That could be a thing. Some others might be afraid of obstacles at this point, but again, that's something we're going to be getting over as time goes on. That is, for example, regulatory clarity. I mean, the framework is not really there yet, so I get that. Last mile problems, I'm thinking that is just that at the end you're like, let's not do it because you're afraid of such a big change. Fear of reprisals, I have no idea what that word is supposed to mean. Let me quickly look that up actually here, because we have the power of MacBook. Let's see, look up. Reprisals. Reprisal. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. An act of retaliation. 3 youths died in the reprisals which followed the threat. Okay, I get a piece, I guess part of it I get. The point of it though, another one was reprisal from existing partners. I think that would just mean that the partners will, kind of look down upon you if you go and use it. Which is all talking about, again, kind of the fear of being the first. So once some guys are on there, it's going to be going rapidly, all right? And once some guys are on there, they might start from 0, but eventually they build themselves up, and that will go with some exponential power. Ripple Decacorn releases 1 billion XRP from escrow and locks most of it back in. Ripple fintech behemoth unleashes 1 billion XRP each month from escrow and shifted 58 million XRP to its internal wallets and BitGo. So the more we're talking about BitGo here, the more of a connection I see between Ripple and PayPal. And the more I'm kind of seeing them working on something or getting something done because, well, PayPal couldn't list XRP as of this point because of regulatory uncertainty. PayPal is trying to acquire, wow, I was looking for the word, BitGo. Ripple is partnering with BitGo. Ripple is sending a lot of money to BitGo, their custodial service. I don't know. Maybe there's nothing going on. It could definitely be so, but it's kind of a coincidence that all of a sudden Ripple is so tightly working with BitGo when in recent articles I used to not see them that often until we saw the PayPal announcement, On the contrary, it could also be that we didn't watch it as closely as we're doing right now because, if they didn't mention the name, then I wouldn't have really cared where they deposit the XRP to, all right? It could definitely be that it used to always be BitGo, but right now it's kind of, a thing where I'm like, why does PayPal want BitGo specifically, and will PayPal ever have any connection with XRP specifically themselves, or will they go and go around that forever since PayPal would most likely just make their own coin? I don't really know. All right, but I don't really know what PayPal would need XRP for unless they were to change some services because as of this point, PayPal uses only their own system. Yeah, you can deposit, but if you're doing US dollar to euro, they're just using their own reserves for everything, and I don't think they're really planning on changing to an XRP thing soon. So I don't know too much about that one, but the connections are there, and maybe there is going to be a Ripple level partnership with PayPal. Maybe not utilizing XRP, but maybe on a Ripple level, or PayPal just wants that mutual connection, or even on the other side, maybe Ripple wants this mutual connection to get themselves closer to it, to be able to talk to them on the direct link and to have something to talk about. And so PayPal is directly involved with XRP. Because if you think about this one, right? Let's say Ripple and BitGo have a very tight bond with XRP on BitGo, and PayPal were to acquire BitGo, that means literally that PayPal is now involved with XRP because it's one of their subsidiaries, right? It's a part of PayPal now. If BitGo is bought by PayPal, that means that the owners of BitGo are PayPal, and if they're involved with XRP, that means that PayPal is involved with XRP, right? So that's another way to see it. Again, directly PayPal though, that is a question, but Switzerland to allow Russian Gazprombank subsidiary to offer crypto services as well. Gazprombank's Switch brands will offer custody of crypto as well as trading between crypto and fiat. And this is just another call here, guys, that it is coming, all right? There is no going away from it right now. It's really the final pieces of the puzzle of all these bigger banks coming in. We saw right now that in the US, they're doing their best to get it done. But even here, all right, and even in Switzerland, even in any country right now, you're seeing it happen. It's the final straws. It's going to be happening. I'm kind of scared because it's all happening so fast. And I want to be part of all of this, right? But that also gets me back to the point of Bitcoin. Like, is this going to be our move? Is this where we reach all-time high? Am I too late to buy more now? What's going to be happening, guys? What's going to be happening? It is so crazy. But today, this new candle was started the 2nd of November. It's also interesting to see where that's going to be bringing us, guys. Very, very interesting. Yeah, let's see. But guys, thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video.